Love that. Tarian Prince. Okay.
Sure.
Gabe Vincent, 3-year deal. Monster in the playoffs. Rui Hachimura, biggest pickup probably for you to return.
Love it.
Jackson Hayes, another solid player. D'Lo is back to do something, not sure what. And then Austin Reeves is back on a 4-year deal, honestly, for a discount.
I'm honestly going to give it an A+.
Same.
A fantastic. When I was worried in free agency, are they going to lose Rory? Are they going to lose Austin Reeves? They get them both back on a friendly deal. And they also keep D'Angelo Russell. They made some additions. Cam Reddish will be a nice addition for him. So I give it an A+.
Okay. And then, yeah, I give it an A+ too. I think this is probably Rob Pelinka's best offseason because he's brought in some trash before. Not going to mention names. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but he's brought in some trash, and this is actually a really good signing.
Absolutely.
And then Memphis, Desmond Bane, 5-year extension. Okay. Lock up the best player in your team probably in the playoffs last year. And then Derrick Rose, you're mentioning Ja Morant, huge fan, be a good mentor for him. And then Marcus Smart, yeah, I give this an A for Memphis. I think getting Smart, getting rid of Dylan Brooks, not having to pay him, and then getting a mentor for your young star.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, Marcus Smart, I think, is going to make them even more grittier defensively. I think he's better than Derrick Brooks at this point, Dylan Brooks. And I don't know if Darren Rose is going to be anything crazy for them, but I think, like you said, a role model for Ja. If Ja can turn things around, I think they have a high ceiling for next year. Maybe they make the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, because you have him and Marcus now, and he's not going to put up with that.
Yeah, and they got Jaren Jackson to pair with him too. So they have a really solid team.
And then Miami loses Gabe Vincent and Max Strus, but they gained Thomas Bryant. Okay. Not Kobe, so not changing your world. Kevin Love returns. I'm not going to do anything in the regular season for you. And then Josh Richardson on a 2-year deal. I'm going to give this a C.
I'm going to be harsher. I'm going to give it a D+.
A D+.
Yeah, you lost 2 of your big role players, which you kind of expected to happen. But if they strike out on Dame, they absolutely take a step back next year.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, especially if you don't get Dame, you're screwed.
Yeah.
And then Milwaukee re-signs Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, Jake Crowder. That's fine. You're running it back. Don't think this solves any of your huge issues because I think Middleton is getting older, definitely more injury prone. It's not the norm for him to stay healthy the whole year. So I think Bucks are still going to be in a tough spot next year, but I just give them a B- for returning your 2 stars on your team. And then you get Jake Crowder on a 1-year deal. Tough, gritty 3-and-D guy.
Yeah. I'll give him a B-. Good for them for running it back. I thought some of those guys were going to leave. But, they run it back. They were still one of the favorites in the East, so I think they'll be favorites in the East next year. But I think after next year, they should consider trading Middleton.
And then Minnesota Timberwolves signed Nickeil Alexander-Walker on a 2-year deal. Okay. Cool. Troy Brown agrees to a deal. Just says a deal, doesn't say how long or for how much. And then Shake Milton agrees to a 2-year deal. There goes Philadelphia's season.
Yeah, give it a C because the Timberwolves are mid.
I'll give it an F just because it's the Timberwolves. And then New Orleans, Herb Jones returns. Cody Zeller agrees to a deal. Nothing crazy there. Give him a C, I guess.
Sure.
Knicks get Dante DiVincenzo, 4-year deal. Reunite the Villanova boys with Josh Hart. He opted into his player option, so he's coming back with Jalen Brunson. I give him a B+ just because the chemistry's there. They were a 2nd-round team last year, and I think they're a 1st-round or 2nd-round exit each year.
Yeah, I don't think it makes them that much better, but I like Dante DiVincenzo. I think it'll be fun. They'll be a fun team to watch.
Then down the home stretch here, we got OKC, Patty Mills, throwback from the Spurs, Victor Oladipo in a trade from the Heat, sending him back to OKC, and then Jack White, the musician, agrees to a 2-year deal.
Nice. I'm going to give it a C-.
I'll give it a F. And then Orlando Magic signed Joe Ingles and Mortez Wagner for the Magic. I'll probably give that a B+. That's a huge pickup for them. Get a shooter to finally go with the dynamic Markelle Fultz.
Yeah. I like Joe Ingles. That's a nice. Mortez Wagner will be good for him too. So give him a B.
And then Philadelphia signs Patrick Beverley. That's a F. The last thing this team needs is someone who's gonna talk way too crazy and they can't back it up.
I kind of like it though. I'm gonna give it a B minus.
A B minus. Okay. And then Phoenix, Brad Beal, and they sign Kiata Bates Diop, Drew Eubanks, Eric Gordon. Love that pickup. Damian Lee, Steph Curry's brother-in-law returns. Chimezi Mewtwo. Sounds like a Pokemon card. Josh Okogie, and you two want to be another Pokemon player. Um, yeah, so huge pickups though. Brad Beal, Eric Gordon. I give that a B plus. You don't have any depth on your team. You lost Jock Landale, however. Um, Eric Gordon, Bradley Beal, definitely much better players than you had on your roster before.
Yep. They need to get bodies. A lot of these guys probably won't even play. They'll probably just be rotation players. So whatever.
And then the reason Damian Lillard asked for a trade.
Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant signs for 5 years, $160 million. As soon as I saw that they made that contract, I'm like, Damian Lillard, please get him out of Portland. And he officially requested trade not even 2 days later. So this is the reason why, because they signed him to $33 million a year. This is one of, if not the worst signing I have seen all year.
And then I agree with that. Then we have Sacramento. Sabonis agrees to a multi-year extension, over $200 million. Don't love that, especially because he showed he was useless in the NBA playoffs. Then Alex Len returns on a 1-year deal. Sasha Veznakov returns on a 3-year deal, and then Trey Lyles comes back as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna give that a D plus because I don't like paying Sabonis over 200 million for a guy who can't shoot. And then the Spurs, Julian Champagny, Trey Jones, and then Sandro Mukalovic. Okay, you get Wemby though, so that's an A for me. And then Toronto, Jalen McDaniels, Joachim Pertl, and your man, Dennis Schroeder.
My favorite player to watch in the NBA. I'll give it an A just for Dennis Schroeder.
Give it an A, sure. A for Toronto. Let's go. And then Utah, Jordan Clarkson, John Collins.
Yeah, good move. I'll give it a B.
Give it a B. Okay. Then probably the team that won the offseason so far, Washington Wizards signed Kyle Kuzma. Jordan Poole and Ryan Hollins are coming over. We get Landry Shamet, Tyus Jones, one of the better players for Memphis, and then Danilo Gallinari, Mike Muscala.
That's an A plus. That's an awesome move. The Wizards have not been exciting since the John Wall, Bradley Beal era, and this is the first amount of excitement I've had for them in a while. So A plus for the Wizards. I'm really excited to see them. I think they can make the playoffs for sure.